Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. But hey, check this out, man. We got a hell of a banger today, man. I haven't heard this song in years, dog. And what's good is that I always took this song as M killed everybody. That's just how I looked at it. Like, never really revisited it. It's been probably, I would say, close to 10 years since I've heard this. Have to be. I mean, when did this come out? 2009. 2019 would be 10 years. We're in 2024. Somewhere around that mark. Somewhere around, probably last time I heard this was probably like 2012, 13, somewhere around there. It would have to be. Probably more than 10 years, honestly. But I didn't like everybody else's verses on here, so I never really, and the hook I didn't like, so I didn't really listen to it a lot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that listenable to me back then. Let's see how I feel today. Playing poker. It's weird because this is like LeBron's LeBron's responsible for this this collab, which is crazy. Like, ain't that wild how LeBron got these guys together at this point in his career? He was just coming in the game, kind of, right? Like, I mean, he was in the game already since like 03, 04, but like he got all these rappers to do a song together. Like, that shit's crazy. And it ended up on Eminem's album. I wonder if they all had an album and the song ended up on all their albums. But I know that shit ended up on Eminem's album. Eminem's like, I'm capitalizing off of that. Let's get it.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she don't want for me.
Let's go back. Hold on. Who was standing behind him? You got Joe, Crooked Eye. You got Royce in the back. You got Joel Ortiz. Look at him. Look at M. M like a menace right there. I remember this because I remember thinking, what color is his hair? Like, I swear I was thinking like, yo, did he dye his hair blonde again? And he's covering it? I remember thinking that. I remember literally thinking that. But let's keep it going. This is, I'm for a song I didn't like back in the day, I'm pretty hyped right now. Man, I wish these dudes would get back together, man. Slaughterhouse and Eminem. Oh my God, they'd murder the game. With the rappers Eminem got now, with the West Side Boogies, the Grips of the world, Easy Mill. Yo, they would have, listen now, Shady Records would be looking crazy right now. And Griselda, I wish Griselda was still on Shady. Like, yo, really just Conway and Benny the Butcher. I wasn't really a West Side Gun fan. His voice was kind of annoying to me. And I didn't really think he was that good at rapping. I think maybe he might have been the business mind behind Griselda. That's how he got on there. But Conway's nice, and Benny the Butcher's disgustingly nice. Somebody told me Benny the Butcher and J. Cole got a joint. I might have to tap into that. That sounds like something I'd want to hear. But let's get it.
Telling that girl she the one for me.
The Drake looks crazy without the beard.
I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Let's get it. Right.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped the mixtape, this shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches, it may not mean nothing to y'all.
That ain't enough. I did like, if I was at the club, you know, I balled. Chemo. I didn't hear that last time. So Finding Nemo, like, I mean, those are just weird. But those type of bars don't do it for me. Swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo. I just like, That was like, to me, that was like screaming like a parade. Macy's. When Ludacris did the flow, the super duper flow that Big Sean was talking about on No Favors. Yeah, when Ludacris did, I was like, Luda, that ain't there. That's how I felt about that bar. Outside of that bar, he did the flow pretty good on here. But Bald Chemo, I like that. And then I like the faded off the brown. He said, in your city, faded off the brown. Nino. So obviously the Nino Brown reference there, New Jack City movie. But faded off the brown. I be wondering, yo, Drake really be studying the coach? Like, not to say he's a culture vulture, like people are saying, but he really studies the culture and learns it, because faded off the brown, something tells me that's not said in Toronto. Something tells me. And I know if y'all from New York, anybody from New York or the East Coast, I don't know if they do it anywhere else, but I know on the East Coast, faded off the brown just means either you faded off the brown, you're drinking something in a brown paper bag, so it could be any kind of liquor or beer, whatever, you're faded off the brown. You know, you rolling around with a brown paper bag, you know what I'm saying? So you faded off the brown, but also faded off the brown like a brown liquor, like, I don't know, like Hennessy, brandy, E&J, maybe some whiskey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you faded off the brown. But it's just like, that's not a common thing that's said. So some of y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but for y'all, you know what I'm saying, old school folks, and we got a lot of old school folks, man. My main core following is 35 to 45, which is like my age, right? Which is cool. And then the other main rank is like 24 to 34, which is cool. And then the other percentage is like 13% of my following are from 45 to 55, which is crazy. And then there's like a few 60-year-olds. I'm like, yo, that is nuts that we could all come together and actually majority of us are here for M, which is wild to me, dog. It's wild to me. But also at the same time, like, just the music, that's what hip hop does right there, dog. Like, that's how it brings people together. It's crazy, dog. It's so wild. But yeah, I mean, Drake, I get that verse a 7. You know what I'm saying? Well, we rating them too. And I told you about the new rating system. I'm gonna be handing out these GOAT systems. Oh, these GOAT ratings. Yeah, we're gonna start some mess. We're gonna find out who's really, and I ain't just giving out 5 GOAT ratings. Nah. M just ain't gonna get a 5 GOAT rating because he's M. Nah, everybody's gonna earn their 5 GOATs for sure. We're gonna do it 4.5, 5, whatever, however we need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna get to it. But let's get it.
Understand nothing was done for me.
So I get that verse like a 7.
No stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
I do remember thinking that Drake had a better verse than that, and I remember thinking, I think his verse just aged poorly, but I remember thinking he had like the second best verse on here. I don't know why. I thought he did, 'cause, you know, last name ever, first name great. He's super confident, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now his whole, I don't want to shit on Drake, but his whole, everything's aging bad. You know what I mean? Everything's aging bad. Let's keep moving.
It's telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine.
Ever, Mr. West is in the building. Ain't no question who about to kill. I used to have hood dreams, big fame, big chains. I stuck my dick inside his life until that bitch came and went hard all fall like the ball teams, just so I could make it rain all spring. Y'all seen my story, my glory. I had raped the game young. You could call it statutory. When a nigga blow up, they gon' build statues from me.
Okay.
Old money, Benjamin Button. What? Super bad chicks giving me McLovin'.
Okay.
You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. You would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like they was down with the old me. No, you fucking wasn't. You such a fucking loser. He ain't even go to class. Bueller. Trade the Grammy plaques just to have my granny back. Remember she had that bad hip like a fanny pack. Chasing the star, I'ma turn you to a maniac. All the way in Hollywood and I can't even act. They pull their cameras out and goddamn he snap. I used to want this thing forever, y'all can have it back.
Yo.
It may not mean nothing.
Yo. Kanye verse better than Drake verse. Kanye kind of went off like, see, Kanye's not the most rhyme dude, you know what I'm saying? But he kind of has like heavy bars every once in a while. We don't know if Kanye wrote this, but I'm just gonna assume he did because I don't feel like getting into that right now. But just judging verse for verse, that verse to me was much more entertaining and better than Drake's verse. But he said what did he say in the beginning? He said, He said I had raped the game young. You can call it statutory. Like, I mean, how old was he when he came out? I don't know Kanye's age. I would assume he was in his at least mid to early 20s. But anyways, he's been in the game though. He's been in the game since the Blueprint. He's the man he's the man behind the Blueprint, dog. I mean, Jay-Z's best album. You know, Jay-Z's best album. But guess what? He don't got the best produced out song on that album though. Eminem does with Renegade. Yes, sir. I love that song, boy. I love that song so much. I haven't heard it in like 6 years. Because it's not a song like Renegade isn't a song you're gonna listen to all the time. You know what I mean? It's one of those songs that every time you listen to it, you want it to feel nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't heard it in years, but you know, I might have to do that. Might have to be a classic reaction right there because those verses, one of those verses on there is one of my favorite. Like, it might be on that top 5 Eminem verse. I'm telling y'all, and I'll break it down to why I will defend that. You know what I'm saying people skipping over these verses, man. That verse on the grip song, on that grip song, that might be a contender. That's one of my favorite M verses I've heard as of recent. Anyways, let's keep it going. Yeah, Kanye went off, man. You ain't even go to Ferris Bueller, the Benjamin Button line. It was decent. It wasn't too crazy. I stuck into that. She came, and then you know, birth more success for me. Like I just said, I'm this world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make love to it. I'm gonna get right, and that's what Eminem said on this. He said I think on Living Proof. He said straight up, you're gonna make love to this bitch, or you gonna get. Yeah, that was crazy. But I that Kanye verse, I give that like a 7.9, almost 8. I'm not gonna give it an 8. Actually, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. That verse to me was a lot better than Drake's verse. Drake's verse was pretty boring to me. He bored me. He was overconfident a little bit. He was acting like he was saying something crazy. You know, swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo. I was just like, I don't know. You hit me with Nemo bars, really? That's what you're doing? All right, cool. Kind of like Kanye had kind of a cheesy line in there too. He said, "Super bad bitches giving me McLovin," but at the same time, he's talking about that's adult content. Like he said, "Super bad bitches giving me McLovin." Like that was like an adult content movie, right? There was some shit in there, and it's not kiddie. Like I'm saying, I don't like when kiddie bars are used in like aggressive manners. Like swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo. And looking over his shoulder like that, like he was doing the whole time. I don't know. Maybe the videos would throw me off about it, but like I didn't like that. So then now you gotta fight. Yeah, and you gotta fight to get me back on your side. Cause like you pissed me off with that bar. But shout out to Kanye, man. Shout out to Kanye. I think that was a very decent verse. Very decent.
Understand nothing was done for.
And yeah, and I do. I'm gonna put the footage of it at the end where Kanye talks about how he had to rewrite his verse. That shit's hilarious, bro. That shit's hilarious.
So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Oh, for LeBron. Let's go, Wayne.
Okay, hello, it's the Martian, Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever, wake up and smell the garden. Fresher than the harvest, step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. And I would never stop, like I'm running from the cops. Hopped up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol on my side, you don't wanna hear that thing talk. Let the king talk, check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say or mention. I'm like Nevada in the middle of the summer. I'm resting in the lead, I need a pillow and a cover. My foot sleeping on the gas. No brake pads, no such thing as last.
It may not mean nothing to y'all.
Solid verse. I would have to say.
Done for me.
I would have to say. I think Kanye's verse is still a little better than Wayne's. I don't know. Wayne had a better flow pattern. Like Wayne was more like, you know what I'm saying? He was connecting the dots a little more. Hello, it's the Martian. Space Jam Jordans. I want this thing forever. Wake up and smell the garden. Fresher than the harvest. Step up to the target. If I had one guess, well then I guess I'm just New Orleans. Yeah, like his rhyme structure was better, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't saying that much though. Either I guess New Orleans, but I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Hopped into my car and took my chauffeur to the top. Hey, I like that bar. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. I like this, but what should I scream for? This is my theme park. Scream for theme park. I like when you can make words like that, right? It's that Eminem stuff, but Lil Wayne does it too. What should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol on my side and you don't want to hear that thing talk. Let the king talk. Check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say to mention. I'm like Nevada in the middle of the summer. I'm resting in the lead. I need a pillow in the cover. My foot sleeping on the gas. No brake pads. No such thing as last. So I like the theme park, but yeah, I gotta give it to Kanye. I'm surprised. I thought Wayne was definitely gonna have the better verse from those three. Yeah, I gotta give it to Kanye, man. I gotta give it to Kanye. I give that Wayne verse like a 7.5. So far we got 7, 7.5, and 8. Yeah, I'm giving Kanye 8 just because he had the bars. He didn't connect them as well as I wanted him to, but he did it in a Kanye way. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. Like, you would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like, they was down with the, oh, me, no, you fucking wasn't. It's something about the authenticity, too, about Kanye's delivery and what he's saying. It's like, it speaks to his character, his personality, and it's like more believable. It's like, yeah, that's true. He is like that. like you know what I'm saying? So it has a lot to do with the aura as well. Not just the bars, but how do I connect him to the person spitting these lyrics? You feel me? So yeah, I got to give Kanye the edge over Wayne, which is like crazy to me because Wayne's clearly a much better rapper than Kanye. But let's keep it going.
I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. This shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Crazy. Alchemist, the 9, Trick. Yo, he brought the. Is that Obi? Is that Obi Trace right there? Yo, he brought the goons out for this. He said, yeah, we shooting a forever verse. He brought the goons out just for the verse. Look at this shit, dog.
Mine, ever mine.
Alchemist the 9. Okay. You got Trick. M brought the squad, dog. Look at him. Yo, M's so gangster, dog. M's gangster. Let's get it.
There they go, back in stadiums as Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go for broke, his cup just runneth over, oh no. He ain't had him a bust like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game, and they know rap will never be the same as before. Bashing in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited, you can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the root, true spilling and spit true feelings until our two feelings come flying up out of our mouths. Never mind it. Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you got at me. How's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just
thoroughly. It was a thorough bodying.
He cleaned these niggas up, boy. He cleaned them up fast. He packed them boys and got them the fuck out of here. Yo, M cleaned these niggas up, boy. He cleaned them up fat. He packed them boys up and got them out of here. He said, there they go, back in state. He said, there they go, back in stadiums and back in stadiums and shit. These bitches flow. Nuts they go, macadamia and they go so ballistic. Whoa. Yo, shit. There they go, back in stadiums and Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamia and they go so ballistic. Whoa. He said he can make them look like bozos. He's wondering if he should spit this slow. Oh no. Em was still mad. He was still mad. He wasn't he ain't hit recovery yet. He ain't recovery. Oh man. I saw an interview with Eminem and Big Boy. It wasn't Big Boy Radio. I mean, it might have been Big Boy Radio, but it wasn't what it is today. But he sat down with Big Boy, man, and told Big Boy he was ready to diss Kanye, Drake, Wayne, everybody. And then he said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that." He said, "I ain't gonna do them like that." He was being humble in that interview too, acting like he would have got washed if he tried. By who, bro? Who was gonna wash you? I mean, Wayne was like the closest thing to washing you, but like, and he was not close enough. No, that wouldn't happen either. But like, if he was really good, if M was really going through a hard time or whatever, like he was, Wayne would be the only one capable of that. And Wayne don't even battle rap, like, so I never even heard Wayne even diss anybody. So I'm not even sure if Wayne could do that. But Wayne's the only one talented enough to actually do some damage. But bro, Kanye is gonna. You scared to? Come on, cut it out, M. You're being too modest. M's a modest dude, dog. Humble. That's a humble gentleman. But yo, he got the goons out here, and he's tearing this motherfucking verse up. I'm running this verse back. The imagery too, bro. Like, and M's riding the fuck out this beat. Like, they didn't do that to this beat.
That girl, she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call.
He packed them boys up.
Shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Look at him. He look crazy. Look at him. The goons.
There they go, back in stadiums as Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go for broke, his cup just runneth over, oh no. He ain't had him a bust like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose. Back into the game and they know rap will never be the same as before. Passion in the brain.
Oh, time out. Yo, M looks so young right there. But yo, you know what this reminds me of? Freaking Gucci Man. This reminds me of Gucci Man because Gucci Man called him Pinocchio. I mean, I don't know if he was calling him Pinocchio, but Gucci Man did jump on that freaking Obsessed remix, boy. And he's called somebody Pinocchio. I just feel like, do black people call other black people Pinocchio? I feel like he was talking to M. I feel like that's like a white joke. Like, he's Eminem. Eminem has a pointy nose and all that. So I just feel like he said something like Pinocchio, his nose gonna grow. Like talking about M lying on his meat about the whole Mariah thing, but like, and this 2009, this is after the Obsessed, so it's like, man, Gucci, you don't want some type of problems, though. You don't want this type of problem. Yo, I'm gonna get Gucci Man out of here. He'll make Gucci Man look crazy. Those rappers are lucky M don't come at them. I'm just not gonna waste his time with Gucci Man. Like, it's gonna be a forever fight that like the culture's gonna say Gucci Man beat M somehow, or they're gonna be like, oh, M is just dissing Gucci because he's not a lyricist. They'll flip it, bro. They'll flip it. But he said, there they go. Back in stadiums, the Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go. Macadamian they go. So ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos. He's wondering if he should spit this slow. F no. Go for broke. His cup just runneth over. Oh no. He ain't had a buzz like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game as they go back. You know what he said? Back into the game as they know rap will never be the same as before. Bashing in the brains of these hoes and establishing the name as he goes. See, the passion, the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. Hey! You dealing with a few true feelings who stand inside of the booth you spilling and spit true feelings until two feelings come flying out of our mouths. Now rewind it. Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you doubted me. How's it taste when I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place? I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to save by the time I'm through with this place. So Drake, sing that hook, mother. Hannibal Lecter, eat your face off. He said, you ain't gonna have you can't, in the expression save face. He said, you ain't gonna have no face to save. Don't even come back. You was talking shit. You doubted me when I was down. You kicked me when I was down. Oh, what comes around. And what you say just don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Hey, so this is Kanye and Drake's first entry, but I don't have them on my GOAT list, so at least they made it to the channel somehow. They're not on my GOAT list though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Kanye is a GOAT like in a different way. You know what I mean? Like in his own way, he's a GOAT. Like how Dre is a GOAT. You feel me? He's not a GOAT rapper, but he's a GOAT producer for sure. He's a GOAT freaking. The stuff he orchestrates, he puts together. He's a GOAT of that. The mindset, right? he ain't on Dre's level, but what I'm saying is like, you know, that whole rapper could produce a thing. He does. I think he writes more than what Dre writes. You know what I'm saying? I think Kanye has wrote a lot of his earlier work. You know what I'm saying? The classic stuff we love. But I think now he's just older. He's busy. He's like, I ain't writing all these rhymes. I heard him say he wished Drake could just write all his rhymes. I'm just like, yo, this dude just be saying wild shit. He really don't care about that whole top 5 rapper. He don't care about that. He don't care about that. But yeah, M got these dudes the hell out of here, dog. He said I can spit it. He said I can spit it slow. He was like, I'm gonna make these bozos look stupid. I'm gonna do what they can't do. And they ain't even catch it. He literally dissed them on here. That's a diss. A direct diss to all 3 of them. And they went and performed that shit together like nothing happened. Yeah, my daughter's little feet running around. But yeah, let's finish M's verse up. I don't play that clip of Kanye saying that stuff, and I got another clip for y'all, and I think y'all know the clip I'm gonna play.
These hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the root, true spilling and spit true feelings until our true feelings come flying up out of our mouths, never rewinding. Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you got at me. How's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to say by the time I'm through with this place. So Drake.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever.
It's got an owl right there. Oh, this is under Drake shit. Oh, so I guess Drake used it on his album as well. And who's this? Is that homegirl Lotto? Is that her? I wonder how, does she rap good? Somebody told me she's alright with it. Y'all let me know. Does Lotto rap good? We might have to bring some female artists. I'm thinking about bringing, I think her name is Rhapsody. I think that's her name. I heard her freestyle over radio. She was actually barring. I'm saying, y'all let me know if y'all want to hear any of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know that ain't GOAT activities, but you know. Let's get it though. Hey, don't forget, sign up for the Patreon. This might hit the YouTube as well. This is like, you know, this is a commercial stuff. All the gems we keep them on the Patreon. But yeah, man, don't forget, sign up for the Patreon if you want to support the channel at tier 1, just $1 a month, or you can move up to tier 2, tier 3, and get some exclusive reactions, album reaction breakdowns. At the Buckland level, you get at least 65 to 70% of the album reaction. At the GOAT level, you get the entire full album. You get everything two in one get, and you get some extra goodies I got for y'all. And yeah, that'll wrap up today's reaction, man. Forever, all right? Because we are officially in the refill stages right now. So I don't even know what's next. I have to look at the list. But for now, we out.
It was a thorough bodying.